Hi everyone, I'm Miss Sarah, and today I'm going to show you how to make a bird feeder that you can put outside to feed the birds. And we are going to use recyclable materials. So what you're going to need for this activity is a milk carton, and you can use either a plastic one or a cardboard one. And they can, any size, anything, you can always adapt it to suit what you have on hand. I'm going to work with this one today, so I'm going to just put this one aside. And you want to make sure you wash and clean these out very, very well. I still see mine's a little wet on the inside, so after I do some cutting, I'm going to just dry it off a little bit. So make sure you wash and clean it, and then you are going to start by, I am going to trace a little circle onto all of the sides of my bird feeder because I want my bird feeder to go all the way around. However, you don't have to do that. If you want to just do one side, you can just cut a hole on one side. You can cut a hole on two sides. Whichever you want to do is fine. So I'm going to work on that. And so this is a really easy part that the kids can do. They can trace the circles in. You want to make sure you leave a little space on the bottom because that's where we're going to put our bird seed. So we don't want that to fall out. So make sure you leave a little room on the bottom. And then you could also leave a little room so if you want to put a stick through it to kind of let the birds perch. So keep in mind that part as you're doing the activity. All right, so I just used the cup to trace around. If you, anything you want to use to trace, you're just cutting out windows into this milk carton. So anything you want to use will work. You can freehand it. You don't have to trace anything. But that's the fun part, like the kids can draw on that. The next part you might need, a grown-up might need to help out with this. Otherwise, you're gonna need scissors. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna work on cutting those parts out. So just be very, very careful as you do this. And like I said, older kids might be able to do this on their own, but younger kids will definitely need help. So you can kind of see I poked a hole in the middle and then I'm kind of working my way around. One done, 3 more to go. All right, so now that we have the 4 corners or the 4 windows of our milk gallon or bird feeder, we're going to need to put some holes near the top so that we can tie some string on so we can hang it on the tree branches. So you're going to need a really sharp scissors for this. So grown-ups are probably going to need to help out. I had to get a new pair of scissors. My other ones aren't very good. And you're just trying to get a little slit near the top of the milk gallon. I got one in right here. I'm gonna kind of make it a little bit bigger and kind of like twist it around a little bit. It does take a little bit of time, I think. There we go. All right. So we have the 2 holes of the milk gallon. And then I'm also going to put 4 holes, 1 underneath each window, so that I can feed a stick through it. So this will be the perch for the birds. So it'll kind of look something like this. All right, so once you have those tiny holes on the bottom, you want to make sure that your stick can fit through it. So I had to adjust some of my holes a little bit and make them a little bigger for some of my sticks. I also had a stick break on me and I had to run outside and grab a new stick. It happens. So you can either leave the sticks in or take them out right now. I'm gonna leave mine in. A couple of them took me a little while to get on. And then we're going to go ahead and let's put our twine through the top. So you're gonna need some yarn, string, anything strong to hang it by. And then you're just going to make a little loop. I think I have a pretty good knot. And then I'm just going to kind of trim it like that. So then this is how we'll hang it onto the tree branches, just like that. All right, so now comes the really fun part. Kids can go ahead and go crazy and decorate their, the bird feeder. I'm gonna put the cap back on. So there's lots of different ways, obviously, you can decorate your bird feeder. I am going to stick with markers. That's pretty much all the supplies I really have here at the moment. So I'm gonna stick with markers and I'm just gonna color it however I want, draw some designs on. If you have, you can fancy it up, sequins, you can put some stickers on it. You can even use some things you can find outside, like leaves, sticks, and kind of glue it on too. You do want to make sure you're kind of using like an outdoor glue. But yeah, you can even, if you really want to, you can even like tape some of this. So you can pretty much let the kids be creative with how they want to decorate their bird feeder. So I'm going to just start by coloring mine. there is my bird feeder. I'm quite happy with it. And you can do whatever you want with it. Again, I use markers. You want to use a marker that's more permanent. You don't really want to use washable markers. That's not going to really hold up well outside. So find something more permanent. And then what you need to do is fill the bottom with some bird seed. And you could always make your own bird seed with nuts, seeds, and even some dried fruit. But I do have some bird seed here. And then you're just going to put it in the bottom. And I'm gonna grab a spoon quickly so I can do that. All right, and the bird feeder is filled. You can see it through the bottom. And then I think it's time to go take it outside and hang it on up.